Yeah, a little snippet of the Black Forest where kind of part of my family is based from, but we moved somehow in terms of industrial to this area near Stuttgart building. But this is kind of the area my grandmother was coming from. Is yeah, St. Georgen is the name. Wider area is where the um, the famous um, Alpine Museum, I think, is the English word for it, uh, based at, and this is where I was with my mother in a vacation to see some of my family, wider family members. St. Georgen is nearby Triberg, where we have waterfalls. I think the highest waterfalls in Germany, and the Kuckucksglock, the world biggest Kuckucksglock, is around that place. And it's the place where the Donau, I think, one arm of the Donau, right in front of Donaueschingen, is, um, has its sprung. I think it says break Riga. I think there's a little well that's coming out the ground, and it's one arm of the world famous Donau, what comes to the Black Sea, somehow near Turkey, and I think the Baltic. This is if I'm guessing right, the world famous Donau, ladies and gentlemen. What comes, I think, to all of Eastern Europe, like I said, to Turkey and the Black Sea. Then I think that the largest river in Europe, or one of the largest, and the world famous Phono Museum, where I posted some pictures. You can spot them on my timeline or on my photo shadow. St. Georgen, St. George, where my grandparents are coming from before we moved them in, I don't know, maybe in the 60s or some in the 70s, before I was born, to this place building because of industrial um, needs mainly. a bit of sightseeing if you have interest in it. To the beautiful Black Forest with the world famous, um, I think, LP museum, where actually the LP or the LP players coming from. I think that was the founding place of making music copyable, hardwareable. I think the LP, um, and then the I think the Kuckucksklag is somewhere around that place. The world famous, the biggest Kuckucksklag in Triberg, where we have as well the largest waterfalls. I think in Germany. It's a beautiful place. It's mid to high part of the Black Forest. I think that's the part where the mid Black Forest comes to the yeah to the high part of the Black Forest. It's around about yeah 900 to 1,000 meters. I think the area above sea, and then we have the largest peak, the Feldberg, with 1,400 and more meters. What is the highest part of the Black Forest? Yeah, thanks for finding my email. If you have questions, get at me. 4,407 on Richmond. I think that's one of my songs. Maybe I will get known by version of Richmond 9/7/2025. If you see me live somehow or else, maybe that's one of that songs. I would say, okay, which song Andy Globe should play? I think Richmond is one of that songs I love to play. And um, yeah, what gives me the sign of hey, this is maybe a certain type of rare, a certain type of professionality. Um, yeah, that inspires me and to give myself the give myself the um, satisfaction to say, hey, this is yeah, that's me. Maybe Andy Globe. That's a great song. I would love to listen to myself if I would do music or if I do music, how it should sound. At least at the 9/7/2025, and a song that says Richmond in a version like that. So I'm very proud of that. Richmond had a good spot at the time um, to record with less noise on it, just pure the guitar and more. So that's beautiful. So this may be part as well of my new CD, recorded in an original environment that says um, "We're public, plain and public," maybe. So that's the version. 4,409 views. That's cool. That's great. That's large. That's satisfying to realize. Okay, hey, what's that all now about music? I think that's what it is. That's what it's about. Great songs and uh, earn my money and enhance my love, if this is the right word for it. Go around with the coin box. That's what I learned, and and do my thing. If you want to have a copy, get one. For dropping a coin, get my eBay or my address. What is around that post? You will find it by a lot of articles in the internet. And I think, and if someone goes with two, three, four, 5 euros or dollars, the security aspect of it that says, okay, if I'm losing maybe, or the criminal part of it, maybe what um, is being afraid of, okay, what's about my two, three, four, $5 or euros is overlookable to say, okay, this is, um, yeah, like I said, overlookable. That you, if something goes wrong, maybe three, four, $5 or euros is, I think, um, yeah, acceptable. For losing, maybe not too much. Um, kind of, you will get it back somehow, if God says so. Yeah, I'm part of that rich man version. Facebook, social media, nice ones, or highlights. This, I would say, is definitely the one of them, to keep it, to make a city out of it, or to, yeah, later on serve it as an highlight, maybe. Yeah, the sound is a bit low in this one. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll grab a coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Globe Radio. I think sometimes it's cool to have this background. Sounds like maybe an old Spanish recording from maybe Gaspar Sanz or Isaac Albeniz or Tarega, where they was sitting like me as well in public and played the guitar. Did what I do, composing in the shopping passages, um, lakes or green spots in the city, kind of what I do as being maybe the city musician, the man who does the music, where we need music too, of course, in public. Maybe even before the opera houses and yeah, maybe recording studios was around. So there was the analog playing in front of the people, and people came by and dropped their coin or bought a record or bought a sheet, a new composition, and go from there, kind of. So that's really original recordings. That's a cool thing too, I think. I'm proud of that. I have everything from the recording studio signals to the farmers market signals to the shopping passages, signals and compositions and songs. So be a part of the social life. Like I said, it's a great job. I have a really, really great job, and I'm proud of that. Generates every day a solid money, a solid coin most of the time. Um, yeah, and be a part of the community. I'm a musician, and that's what the yeah, what people or what we need as well. Music, not only just coming out of the speakers somewhere. Someone has to write that music, of course, and yeah, maybe or I'm a part of that, writing that music as well. What maybe later on gets recorded in a recording studio, and both record my own music as well later on in a recording studio. So that's a nice one. Yeah, like I said, iPhone is amazing for this recordings. I like the sound of the iPhone. Satisfies me. Has great thickness, satisfying for professional. Um, sound like I think that's CD. Maybe the gramophone sounds a bit more strong, but I can master it later on as well. A bit more strong, but the detail of it and the liveliness of it, I think it's at least to me it satisfies me to listen to that. It's enough to listen to and enjoy. Yeah, thanks for buying. Wrote a couple of my Facebookers this message. Like I said, I don't know what it is now. It's hard to imagine that no one responds after 15 or 10 or 15 years. But like I said, this is something I cannot control, and this is something I don't have to control by I'm staying with God if God says so. And I have it good. I cannot complain. So this is what I have to know, I think. And yeah, and do my thing, go for more. If you want to buy it, a lot of options are around to do so, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Check out my timeline, a lot of beautiful items out there to spot as well. Roundabout from everything, music like more. From great Elmex to great warehouses where, which serves great items and opera houses from all over the place. So a lot of culture, I think, and more. So I think one more reel to download this morning. What is the spot on my video sections? Everything is included. Just enjoy my program. And if you have the feeling, okay, I want to buy this session or want to drop in another 2, 3 euros or 5 euros here and there, what it is, then you're invited to go for it. Addresses around my social medias. If you have questions, um, just get at me. And like I said, 2, 3, 4, 5 euros or dollars is overlookable to get maybe bankrupt or um, to get in a situation of maybe be in danger. I think so. Everything is solid is my bank account, like a warehouse. Like you buy something, maybe new shoes out of the internet, or buy I don't know, a pencil case, or buy a CD from iTunes or any other provider, Amazon or else. So it's the same system, but I came around with okay, yeah, do it all by myself because I love to do that. Um, being in the internet, do my in exclamation mark marketing. Yes, learned how to sell my own products, my music and more. So what I learned, if you do it by yourself, you maybe at the end of the day you are satisfied with it. You cannot maybe um, go with the vision that other people maybe sell your CD. Maybe that's in at Universal Record or Sony or any other Warner publisher, um, where you maybe serve million or I don't know 10 million copies. There's a different thing then, but in my case, at least for now, it's yeah, it's hand in hand maybe selling. So if you cannot really yeah, give someone else the vision. Hey, where's my money? If you don't do it by yourself, kind of. So if I sell a CD, I have my own. I have money in my hands, and it's the same thing like I do maybe in public. And the more I serve my items, maybe the more I can, yeah, count that money, um, and that's what it is. So I can do it all by myself, and I love to do that. And this is what I'm gonna do, and this is a part of my being as a musician. I make music and serve it to the people, and go around with my coin box, and it satisfies me. It's 100% honest. That's what I like about it. It's an honest handcraft for an honest coin, and that's what it is, at least in my perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, one more reel from the 8/7/2025, and I'm out of the session. Music, lessons, CDs, radio, everything is included. Study music with me, learn about music with me, or yeah, do music with me if you like, at least here in the online environment. And more out of the session. Stay tuned, and you know, kind of if in question, who pays that? If you get money from Facebook, if do you get money from YouTube? I do it by myself because yeah, never it was never or there was never one coin coming out of that so far. So I was like, okay, what it is when I'm playing outside my 4 or 5 hours, I have a certain type of money. Why not in the internet as well? And just yeah, showing up here. So that's why I'm here showing up here with the same system, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for tuning in, Andy Glow.